Good day, my friends. Welcome to how to make an SMS application using VB.NET Part 2. This is Rancho Solution Video Tutorial 2014. This video was being made by two friends, Rancho and Gandhi Berry. Thank you for watching this video. As you watch, God bless you. Welcome back. As I was saying, we need to import system.net and also import system.io. So what this simply means that it's going to take these things on net. It's going to bring out all the things that is in inputted and output. So IO simply means input and outputs. We need to declare some things. So here we need to declare to one MSG and demo as strange. These are going to serve as the phone number you are going to send, and as the message that you're going to type in for the sending, and the demo serves as the sender ID, the person sending the message. So here in our button send, when you double click the button send, it brings you here. We need a code to work here, so because of time I'm just going to paste the something. Actually, you see there are some errors happening here because we have not actually named these test boxes, the buttons. So we need to go back to our form and start renaming them. So if we go back, this one we supposed to rename it TST bus. We're supposed to rename it test bus 1 2, and the messenger as test bus 2 MSG, test bus 2 MSG, and also the sender ID as test bus demo. It goes here, test bus demo. So we need to also rename this guy send. We need to rename this guy send as button 1 send, and also this guy logout as button logout, and this guy also as button balance. So also this guy as label LBL balance. So let's go back to our code. So actually in our code we use try and catch exception. So try and catch exception, what it simply means that when the application is running, if definitely you are not going on net, your system is not going on net, and you click send, it's not going to close the application, it's going to try and catch the error. So what it simply means that it will try and catch the error for you. Whatever error that you are encountering, it will try and catch it. So according to this API, when the error displays 2904, is going to say that message sending failed. When it's going to display 2905, it's going to display invalid message, invalid username and password. when it's going to display 2906, it simply means message sent successfully. So with these cache exceptions, you also help the application not to close or not to crash. But what is going to try, you just trying to bring an error message in the message box to tell you what is wrong with the application. So here we never have to one, as we declared here before. As we declared here earlier before, we now say to one is equals to test bus one to test message to equals to message. So these guys are being assigned to collect all the messages that you are going to type inside your message box here, inside the message box here. So, and this guy is going to take care of taking all the numbers that you are going to input here. So when you inputting number, make sure to separate number, just use comma according to this API. So in your demo simply means the sender. So this guy is going to take care of the demo, the sender. Remember the name we gave it, TST bus demo. So it's going to collect any name that you put there. Now actually in our API, let's see how we're going to explain this API for you. Actually in this API, this is where you can get the API. So what does API simply means? API simply means application programming interface. Through the site that we are using smsitechplanet.com. So in this SMS Planet is a web page. It's actually a web page that is going to take us to the net. So when you click send, it's going to take that person's username and password to the site and log that person in. So you just need to copy this API and paste there, but we have done that already. So look at the API here. API simply means application programming interface. So here we now have the API as this. You now put plus for one.tst username is calling the tst username that you're going to put here as your tst username in your login form. Yeah, it's going to call this guy up. It's going to call this guy up here to being seen as your username. So all you have to do, you need to register in that side for you to have a very registered username, a working and activated username. So your password is going to log in this password through the form 1, which is the login form. So the sender ID is the demo that we declare that is responsible for taking all the sender ID that you are going to put there, and the recipient here is going to be the number that you are sending, the phone number. As many as number is, you need to separate it with comma. So this guy is taking responsibility for this because we declare them up here as string, and we are being assigned to this test bus 1 for the number, test bus 2 msg for the message, and test bus demo for the sender ID. So here we now have a recipient as 2. Just write the code exactly as it is, don't make mistake. Now message plus msg, you now get this at the end, you now put your string comma. So here we now have a client.openread.rancho. So I just use my name here as Rancho. You can also use a name or use any other thing. This is just a variable. So Rancho here is just serving as a client.openread. So when it goes here as a web client, this thing is just being taken you as a web client. A web client means somebody that is being registered on net. So actually after you have registered in this web page, in this website, it's going to help you to open up. It's going to take these usernames and password, open it up for you from this web page that is equals to this function. And the message bus, after he has opened and sent and does a lot of things that you have done there, you will not say that message sent, successful send message. So here the shake balance is just a function, a subroutine that we created for him to be shaking the balance. So after the message is being sent successfully, it's going to display the balance for you immediately. And here actually is our cache exception messages. I have said it before. 2904 means message sending failed, 2905 means invalid username password, and 2906 then means message sent successfully. So and actually this is what we have here as our listen. Let's see for these people the shake balance. Let's code for the shake balance. Yeah, so actually in our shake balance, when we double click our shake balance, this is what we are seeing. So here I'm going to show you a function that is responsible for shaking the balance for you on net. So you will now just so try and cache immediately. You are not, if you are not connected to internet, it will also try and cache the errors. So here dim client as new web client is going to take you as a web client. Dim data as streams. These are the properties of system.io that I'm talking about, importing the system.io. So these are their properties, and what they do is that they try to stream the website, and also to read whatever that is inside it. So this is the API that is run show is equals to this. So you can look in the code and see that whenever you click the shake balance, what it's going to do is that it's going to log you from your username and your password. It will just log you in. Make sure you type this exactly the way it is. So it's going to log you in inside that site with your dance, and down say balance is equals to true. So that is this site API, their own API.